So news has just come out that the London Mayor Sadiq Khans' chief political aide, Jack Stenner, has broken COVID lockdown rules. And this is something we see time and time again from the mayor and his staff. They say one thing to the public, one rule for them, and a second rule for everyone else. This is the same mayor who's been going on and on for months and months about how we all must follow these lockdown rules, and yet his chief aide was found escaping away for the weekend to go home to see parents while the rest of us had to continue to comply to these lockdown rules. And it just is another example of the London Mayor Sadiq Khan's duplicity. He chooses to do one thing while he expects others to do something else. And I felt this as well many months ago when I was out legally campaigning, following all the laws to the letter, when, of course, the City of London police stopped me and banned me from campaigning. Of course, we fought back legally, and we proved that we were correct and were not disturbed anymore by the police and by the mayor. But it's something that's needs to be called out right now, and I have a statement and request for the current mayor of London. Three things. First of all, would you stop your own duplicity, where one set of rules seems to apply to you and your team, and a second set of rules seems to apply for the citizens here of London? Second of all, will you please fire your chief political officer, Jack Stenner, now, as a statement of your intent to the seriousness of this breach? And finally, would you stop harassing independent political candidates from getting out there and campaigning? Do you promise that free and fair elections will take place on May 6th? These are the three questions I have for you, Mr. Mayor. I have been frustrated, as have all of our followers, with the fact that we have been unable to be out there. We have been intimidated. We have been stopped by the police when we are just trying to give the voters of London an option for an independent voice. We've seen constant duplicity from you and your sets of rules. Again, you get to follow one set of rules, and the other people, including candidates and the citizens of London, have to follow yet another. This is unacceptable, and I'm asking you right now to fire Jack and make a statement and make a point that you will actually take some action here and take some responsibility yourself. Again, you are the best when it comes to deflecting these things and pointing the blame at others. I think you need to take some responsibility and, again, fire this member of staff right now. Please leave me your comments below. Tell me, do you think it's fair that the current London mayor follows one set of rules, constantly demands that we follow these lockdown protocols, and then allows his own team to go ahead and break those same rules? This is unacceptable. But again, leadership comes from the top, and leadership in my book is about accountability and about ownership. And unfortunately, time and time again, we see the London mayor pass the buck. We see him refuse to accept responsibility and then pass on responsibility and blame others when these are members of his team. And as the next leader of London, I promise to hold my members accountable and also to take ownership myself when anyone from my team or anyone under me has mistakes and has failures. I will take ultimate ownership. That's what leadership is all about. Please leave me your comments below. Forward this video to someone who needs it. This is a major breach, and Sadiq Khan must take action and must take ownership now.